Hello yogis, we're going to begin today's class standing. Just begin in a comfortable standing position with your feet hip width apart, parallel lines between your feet so your toes aren't pointing outwards or inwards. Just that slight engagement in the glutes as you feel your tailbone moving down, your belly drawing in and up, opening up your chest, relaxing your shoulders and arms to your sides, a little bit of engagement in your quads. Your core supporting your back, closing your eyes, taking a cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more times. Feel the whole body expanding and releasing. And just keeping those eyes closed as you feel the weight shifting forwards into the toes, back into your heels, forwards and back, until you find yourself in your center. Try to breathe in and out through your nose throughout the class, knowing you can take those cleansing breaths through the mouth at any time. And softly opening your eyes, gently rolling the neck, releasing any tension that you might have. Fluid, slow movements. And changing the direction. And then making your way to the front of your mat. Feet still parallel to each other, feet hip width apart, and rolling the shoulders forwards, big circles. Still feeling that connection to your breath. And rolling the shoulders back. And softening the shoulders down. Inhale for a gentle back bend, reaching the arms up and over your head. Feel the lift in your chest as you look between the hands. And exhale, swan dive the arms down all the way to a forward fold. Just holding the ankles. Gently straightening out the legs as much as your body allows you to. Forehead moving towards the shins. No fall, still warming up. And then bending the knees, holding your elbows and swaying the hips side to side, relaxing the neck, softening those shoulders, no tension in the neck. And finding yourself in the center. Feel the elbows moving closer to the toes. And releasing the arms, rolling the spine all the way up to stand like a wave, one vertebrae at a time. Cleansing breath as you get to the top. And then bending your knees, dropping your hips down, reaching the arms forward. Lowering your belly towards the thighs, arms next to your ears as you look down towards the mat, grounding your feet. Reaching those fingertips forward as the palms face each other. And then palms into your chest. Moving your shoulders back for a chair pose so the hips stay bent. Feel the knees moving back so you can see the toes peeping over the knees. Elbows out to the sides. Reaching your hands up above your head, looking up towards the hands. If there's strain in the neck, keep looking forwards. And then sending your arms back to your sides, palms facing down, just leaning slightly down with the chest, but your back is staying straight. Holding here or lifting your heels up onto your tippy toes and the balls of your feet. And lower the heels down, bringing your right foot up to the left thigh. Nice, slow, controlled flexing that right foot, protecting the ankle and the knee, bending into your left knee and squatting down nice and low. Finding your point to focus on. If you fall, just come back in. And then sending the right leg back for a pyramid pose. Back toes 60 degrees out to the side. Both legs are straight. Pull your left hip back, right hip forwards. And then hinging from your waist, back stays straight. Reach the arms forward next to the ears. Looking down towards the ground. Focus on your breath. Lowering the hands down to either side of your left foot, forehead moving towards the shin. Keep pulling the left hip back, right hip forwards. Doing your best to square off your hips. And then coming down into a low lunge, dropping the back knee down and tucking the back toes. Crawling the left toes a little bit forward so you can sink those hips down and forwards, arms up. Leveling your shoulders. Opening your chest. Straightening the back ankle and foot. Holding here or looking up between the hands, reaching the fingers up and back, lifting your chest. Engaging the glutes to support your back. And lowering the right hand downwards under shoulder, pressing that left knee out to the side as you come onto the knife edge of your left foot. Pushing the knee away from you, turning your chest forwards towards the front of your mat. Holding this pose or bending your right knee, reaching back with your left hand to hold the toes. So it's fine if this is where you stay. Otherwise, hold the toes or the top of the foot, guiding the heel towards you if you can, placing the top of your palm of your hand on the toes, and then pulling the heel elbow facing up. If it's possible, you can even bring your fingers forwards. So just finding what's good for you. Releasing your foot, coming down into a lizard variation, but still let that knee move out to the side. Still on the knife edge of your left foot. Coming down into your forearms. Slide the right foot back so you can sink your hips a little bit deeper into the pose. Straightening out your back. Softening your face. Remembering you can take those cleansing breaths at any time. Just 2 more deep breaths. And then walking your hands up as you straighten the arms, grounding the left foot, tucking your back toes, lift the back knee. Feel the stretch in the legs. And then stepping back to your down dog. Working those heels down, hips are lifting up and away from your armpits, facing the toes. Looking between the legs or your navel as you draw your attention inwards. Up onto your toes, forwards to plank, shoulders moving over the fingers for chaturanga, elbows in, chest and hips down at the same time. Inhale for cobra, tops of your feet pressing down. Keep squeezing the elbows in, pulling the hands towards you, opening your chest as you gaze forward. Exhale, lower the chest, tuck your toes, leading with your hips up and back to your down dog. 4 more deep breaths. Up onto your toes, bending the knees, looking forwards, holding your turbo dog. And then either walking to the front or hopping to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, shoulders in line with your hips. Draw the tailbone down, ribs in, lengthen your neck. Exhale, forward fold, forehead to your shins. Inhale, chair pose, dipping your hips, reaching the arms up, bending your knees. Exhale, palms together into your chest, mountain pose, cleansing breath. Moving over to the other side, so start by dropping your hips down, reaching your arms forwards, looking down towards the ground, shoulders as low as your hips is the end goal, but accepting where you are in the pose. Reaching your arms back behind you, palms facing down, lift the chest just slightly, back is straight, lift those heels up or keep your feet flat. And lower the heels down. As you start to straighten the legs, lift the left leg to place the foot on top of your right thigh. The knee is moving down, the left foot is flexed. Palms to your chest, dropping the hips down, shoulders moving back. And then stepping that left foot back for a pyramid pose, so straightening out both legs, hips facing forwards, back toes out 60 degrees, folding from your waist, reaching your arms forwards, looking down towards the ground. Three more breaths, you've got this. Lowering the hands down, forehead towards your shin. And coming into your low lunge, lowering the left knee down and tucking the toes, crawling the right foot maybe a little bit forwards, otherwise leave it where it is, and reaching your arms up and back. See if you can look between the hands, going into a gentle back bend as you lead with the fingers up and back, lifting the chest. And lowering the hands down, placing your left hand down, wrist underneath your shoulder, pressing that right knee out to the side, knife edge of the right foot, hips are still sinking down, straighten out the left foot. So the toes aren't leaning in or out, chest facing forwards. And noticing which areas of the body are stretching. Holding here or bending that left knee, reaching back with your right hand, guiding the heel towards you, nice and slow. Just that gentle stretch, no sharp stabbing pains. And releasing the foot with control. Lizard pose, staying here with your arms straight or coming down into your forearms. Feel the weight of the body moving closer to the mat. Feel the length through your spine and the back of your neck. Holding for 3 more breaths. And walking your hands up, grounding the right foot down, tucking your back toes, holding here with the left leg straight in a runner's lunge. And stepping back to your down dog, working those heels down, cleansing breath. Feel the stretch in your shoulders, the back of your legs. rolling forwards to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga all the way down. This time inhale to an up dog, straight arms, tops of the feet pressing down, shoulders back. If you can, lift the thighs. And tucking your toes, lifting your hips down, dog. Up onto your toes, bend the knees, turbo dog, looking between the hands, hold. Feel your belly moving in and up towards the diaphragm, but still breathing into your belly. And then walking or floating to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, forehead towards the shins. And then chair pose, palms to your chest, hips bend, hips down, knees bending, shoulders back. Relaxing your arms, straightening into a mountain pose, cleansing breath. Take a few deep breaths in this pose. And then turning to face me, toes out to the sides, feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, so that when you bend your knees are moving over your ankles. So there's a nice little straight line there. You don't want to look like this. So crawl the toes away from you till the knees are over your ankles, moving your thighs back. And just gently swing the hips side to side. Start to lengthen through your spine. And then finding your stillness in the center. Bending your right arm over the right thigh without placing too much weight down, extending that left arm up and over your head, shoulders back, looking up to the ceiling, and then flowing to the other side. So just slowly at your own pace, flowing side to side. Keep those hips low, challenge yourself, connecting with your breath, inhaling and exhaling. And then back to center, palms to your chest, Malasana, heel toe, the feet closer together, lower your hips down. Swaying side to side just to open up and soften those hips and thighs. Palms to your chest, using the elbows or triceps to open out your hips. Spreading out the toes, evening out the weight on your feet. And using your right arm to stay on the inside of the leg, pressing the fingertips down. Lengthening your left arm up and over your head, looking up to the ceiling, open your chest. And palms back to your chest, changing sides, left arm out to the side, right arm reaching up. Welcoming the new day and all it has to offer. And palms back to your chest. Try to stand without using the hands, opening your feet nice and wide, toes facing forward for a wide-legged forward fold. Slide the hands down to the ankles, top of the head moving down towards the mat. Shoulders away from the ears. Engaging your glutes as you lift them up to the ceiling. Three more breaths. And lower the hands down, straightening out the back. Heel toe, the feet until they're hip width apart, dropping your hips down, toe balance, palms to your chest, lift the heels, knees in line with your hips. And slowly sitting down, turning to your side. Keep the knees bent, fingers facing behind you, opening the chest, placing the right foot over the left thigh. Use your hand if you need to position it there. Keep the foot flexed. Lifting the chest as you lengthen the spine. Feel the right knee moving away from you. Bringing yourself back to your breath. And changing sides, left foot up over the right thigh, flexing those toes, knees moving away from you. And releasing the leg, feet together, knees out to the sides. Holding onto your feet as you open them out like a book. Flexing those toes. Lengthening through your spine, elbows moving to your sides and down towards the hip bone while your nose moves forwards and over the toes. Start to deepen your breath. Listening to your body, knowing when to back off. And finding that active softness in the pose. And slowly lifting the chest, bringing your knees together, reaching your arms forwards, allowing some space behind you to slowly, with control, lower all the way down onto your back. Hugging both knees into your chest, moving the shoulders down, softening into your jaw. Holding onto your knees and just drawing big circles out to the sides and back in, outwards in. Changing the direction. And a spinal twist, either let the knees just fall to the right as you look to the left, or you can cross that right leg on top of the left leg to deepen that spinal twist, just finding what feels good for you and your body. Looking in the opposite direction your knees are facing. And then changing sides, left knee over the right leg. Letting the knees move to the left as you look to the right. And unraveling the legs, hugging both knees in, one last time, forehead towards your knees. And then releasing, ending in Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees out to the sides, just opening your palms to face up, softening your shoulders down, lengthening the back of your neck, closing the eyes. Cleansing breath in through the nose, filling the diaphragm, your belly and chest. And sighing it out as you set the breath free. And then breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Just noticing. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest, your diaphragm and your belly. Noticing the softness in your shoulders. The weight of them sinking into the mat. The openness in your hips. Softness in your fingertips. Enjoying the stillness. Knowing that you can always return to the space within you. And you can stay here for as long as you like. Or you can place your hands on your belly as you gently blink the eyes open. Beginning to focus your gaze. Bringing your knees together. And rolling onto your side as you meet me in seated. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in this practice today. Namaste.